Good afternoon and happy Wednesday, March 25th. And let's get our reading started today. Um, Starting with a reading from the Tao. We're on page 49, and actually, we're on page 50. And we've been doing a reading from the Tao pretty much every day for the last month. And here we are on page 50, and we've started this before the all this crazy stuff has been happening with the world pandemic. So if you've been with me all this time, I thank you for sticking around and let's get started. Coming into life and entering death. Coming into life and entering death. The followers of life are 3 in 10. The followers of death are 3 in 10. Those whose life activity is their death ground are 3 in 10. Why is this? Because they live life grasping for its rich taste. Now, I have heard those who are expert in handling life, can travel the land without meeting tigers and rhinos, can enter battle without being wounded. The rhino has no place to plant its horn. The tiger has no place to place its claws. Weapons find no place to receive their sharp edges. Why? Because he has no death ground. All right, I have to come back to that a little bit later when I have time. Excuse me. All right, so if you haven't joined us before, we read from the language of letting go, at believing in myself, and practicing the course. And today's reading from the language of letting go, and this is a book on recovery from codependency. Letting go of worry. What if we knew for certain that everything we're worried about today will work out fine? What if we had a guarantee that the problem bothering us would be worked out in the most perfect way and at the best possible time? Furthermore, what if we knew that 3 years from now we'd be grateful for that problem and its solution? What if we knew that even our worst fear would work out for the best? What if we had a guarantee that everything that happened and that's happening and has happened in our life was meant to be, planned just for us, and in our best interest? What if we had a guarantee that the people we love are experiencing exactly what they need in order to become who they intended to become? Further, what if we had a guarantee that others can be responsible for themselves and we don't have control or take responsibility for them? What if we knew the future was going to be good and we would have an abundance of resources and guidance to handle whatever comes our way? What if we knew everything was okay and we didn't have to worry about a thing? What would we do then? We'd be free to let go and enjoy life. Today I will know that I don't have to worry about anything. If I do worry, I will do it with the understanding that I am choosing to worry and it is not necessary. Okay, good reminder that always worry is a choice, and worry doesn't really solve our problems, so just hang in there. Okay, the reading from Believing in Myself starts with a quote from F. Scott Fitzgerald. Grown up, and that is a terribly hard thing to do. It is much easier to skip it and go from one childhood to another. Most young children in the first few years of school struggle with self-control. Without thinking, they push and shove, squirm and wiggle, but with a little social modeling and natural maturation, most of them develop physical control. Emotional and mental control is another matter entirely. Most of us know babies, bullies, show-offs, hotheads, clowns, and fawning teachers' pets who haven't seen a schoolroom for 20, 30, or 40 years. Maybe we are developmentally stalled types ourselves. It's not at all unusual for grown men and women still to be operating on the same emotional level as they did when they were 12. The pursuit of self-knowledge, of course, requires that we own up to our juvenile soft spots, if those spots are there. If we still find ourselves striking back whenever we're offended, laughing at other people's mistakes, or currying favor with some more popular people, we're indulging in some pretty childish behavior. It isn't possible to be a mature adult and a tattletale at the same time. If self-esteem is our goal, we need to bring our childish ways under control. I will practice self-control. So there we have it. As we all enter these days of uncertainty and not knowing what the next day will look like, look at your childish ways. Okay, here we go. Trust. Patience and trust go hand in hand. We often hear that there are no mistakes, no coincidences ever. We are told that all events, past, present, and future, serve a purpose. Some experiences eventually fit comfortably into this paradigm. A relationship that abruptly ended, or a missed promotion, undoubtedly closed doors that needed to close. In time, we could see that, but the experience of physical violence or the devastation of a natural disaster aren't so easily accepted, or a virus outbreak. And when we are worrying about a new job or medical test results, or how about a loss of a job and medical test results, it's hard to be peaceful and patient. At these times, we have to help one another. Remember that we are always getting just what we need when we need it. And I know this for sure in my life. Perhaps we can't agree that we needed the abuse or the tornado's destruction, but we did learn important lessons from experience, lessons that we'll likely be called on to share with others. Remember, we're here to teach and learn. We won't always recognize one from the other. My trust in the Holy Spirit lets me be patient today. Nothing will happen for which I'm not prepared. There you have it. Good reminder. We are all given challenges that we can meet. So the universe meets us where we're at. Okay, well, and thank you very much. Those are the quick readings for today. I invite you to subscribe to the podcast or the channel and continue watching some of the previous videos or podcasts I've posted. And see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye now.